Akansh, please put your phones on silent. Hello. Please be quiet. Good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, Delhi, I, Chahat Kapoor,
And I, Radhika Gupta,
PGDM first year students, are truly honored and delighted to extend a warm welcome to all of you to this year's International Research Conference.
it is a privilege to have esteemed guests, thought leaders, and professionals gathered here today to engage in meaningful discussions, share valuable insights, and explore the dynamic intersection of resilience and sustainability in management practices and strategies for the future.
We are living in a time of rapid transformation where global challenges such as climate change, resource depletion, and socio-economic disruptions demand businesses to adopt resilient and sustainable practices. These challenges also present unprecedented opportunities for organizations to innovate, adapt, and build a future that balances economic growth with environmental and social responsibility.
Today, resilience is no longer just about survival. It is about thriving in the face of uncertainty. It is about embracing change, fostering adaptability, and aligning business goals with sustainable development principles. Management practices play a pivotal role in driving this change, shaping strategies that safeguard the planet, empower communities, and future-proof businesses.
The theme of this year's conference is Resilience for Sustainability, Management Practices and Strategies for the Future. Throughout this event, we will delve into how resilience can act as a catalyst for sustainable innovation, organizational growth, and global progress. Together, we will explore forward-thinking approaches and emerging trends that can guide businesses in navigating challenges while creating long-term value for all stakeholders.
This conference serves as a platform for thought-provoking discussions, collaborations, and the exchange of ideas that will inspire new perspectives on the road ahead. Now, we kindly request everyone to rise for the LBSIM anthem.
Thank you. Please be seated. Following the proud tradition of LBSIM, we would now like to invite our guests to join us in lighting the ceremonial lamp and paying our homage to late Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji. I request today's chief guest, Professor T.G. Sitaram, Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, Today's guest of honor, Dr. Razli Ramli, Azman Hashim International Business School, University Technology Malaysia, Shri Anil Shastri Ji, Chairman, Board of Governors LBSIM, Professor Praveen Gupta, Director, LBSIM, Dr. Swaranjit Arora, Conference Convener, Dr. Tanzeem Hasnat, Conference Co-Convener, Colonel Ajay Sood, Chief Administrative Officer, and Mr. Ghanshyam Agarwal, President, Management Grid, to kindly come to the stage. Please.
May I now request all the dignitaries to kindly take their seats on the stage.
We would now request Professor Rekha Gupta to kindly welcome our chief guest, Professor T.G. Sitaram, with the planter.
Thank you. We now request Dr. Tanzeem Hasnat to kindly welcome Shri Anil Shastri Ji with the planter.
We now request Dr. Samant Shantpriya to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Razli Ramli, with the planter.
Thank you. We extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished guests, industry leaders, educators, and members of the media. We look forward to an insightful and engaging day ahead with valuable discussions and collaborations. Moving further, I would now like to take this opportunity to invite Professor Praveen Gupta, Director, LBSIM, to deliver the welcome address and officially declare today's International Research Conference open. Please, sir.
Esteemed Chief Guest and Chairman AICTE, Professor T.G. Sitaram, esteemed Chairman BOG LBSIM, Shri Anil Shastri ji, esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. Razli Ramli from Aznan Hashim International Business School, UTM, Malaysia, conference convener, Dr. Swaranjit Arora, core member from the organizing team, Dr. Tanzim Hasnath, distinguished guests, conference participants, research scholars, faculty colleagues, colleagues from admin, students, ladies and gentlemen. I extend a warm welcome to each one of you present here. I am proud to welcome our chief guest, Professor Sitaram, a brilliant academician, distinguished administrator, a leader in the academic field. His extensive research and development in geotechnical and infrastructure engineering, seismic microzonation, soil dynamics, geotechnical earthquake engineering, and innovative technologies in the earth sciences has earned him numerous accolades and adding to this high standing in the academic community. Over the last 35 years, he has carried research and development in geotechnical and infrastructural engineering and developed innovative solutions in the areas of technology and earth sciences, leading to more than 500 technical papers, 20 books, and over 9,000 citations. Stanford University listed him in the world's top 2% scientists for most cited research scientists in various disciplines. Dr. Sitaram was part of the 8-member expert panel supervising Ram Temple Foundation laying work for Shri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra at Ayodhya. He pioneered in terms of contributing to the construction of highest railway bridge across Chenab River near Katra, Jammu and Kashmir. Sir, we are proud to have you with us today. Dr. Razli Ramli brings over 35 years of experience in banking and finance with 20 years in Islamic finance area. His proficiency lies in transforming traditional banking and financial operations into Sharia-compliant operations. He is one of the council member of BSN Sharia Committee and sits as an independent and non-executive director of the board at Wasia Family Office. He is a senior faculty member at Azman Hashim International Business School, University Technology, Malaysia, and also the adjunct fellow of IIBF, International Islamic University, Malaysia. We welcome you, Professor Razli. Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, Delhi, one of the premier institutions in the management education, was established to perpetuate the memory of Shri Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji, second Prime Minister of the country and one of the greatest sons of India. He was the man of masses and a person of utmost commitment and dedication. In continuity, the LBSIM was established in 1995, imparting value-based management and IT education. LBSIM aims to redefine excellence in these fields. it aspires to be center of excellence dedicated to shaping visionary leaders and fostering innovation through cutting-edge education, through rigorous training, groundbreaking research, and strategic consultancy. International Research Conference 2025 is co-organized with Sunway University, one of the Malaysia's leading private institutions. The university provides quality, holistic education through its core values of integrity, humility, and excellence. The Malaysian government has given the university a 5-star rating. We are delighted to share the title of International Research Conference 2025, Resilience for Sustainability, Management Practices and Strategies for the Future. This event is bringing together distinguished scholars, researchers, industry leaders across many countries, and it is providing a crucial platform for discussing, advancing innovative management practices and strategies. The conference focuses on resilience and sustainability in our rapidly changing world, and it is more important than ever. Distinguished audience, let me share that conference aligns with our mission of nurturing and grooming socially sensitive business leaders with a global outlook, supported by research-led teaching and strategic national and international partnerships. The conference will feature sub-tracks including sustainable finance, green marketing, environmental economics, sustainable operations, IT for sustainability, and organizational behavior for resilience. These sub-tracks will enable participants to delve with focused research areas and gain deeper insights into the latest trends and practices to promote sustainability and resilience in different fields. With these words, I again express my thanks and gratitude to the chief guest, Professor Sitaram, Chairman BOG, Shri Shastriji, esteemed guest, Professor Ramli, and all distinguished guests and participants for their gracious presence. I also want to express my appreciation for Dr. Swaranjit, Dr. Tanzim, Dr. C.P. Gupta, Dr. Rekha Gupta, the organizing team, the students team, the management grid for organizing this IRC 2025, admin team led by Colonel Ajay Sood and Mr. Sachin Khera for their sincere and committed hard work for putting in things in place. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those inspiring words. We are delighted to welcome our chairman, Shri Anil Shastri, who hails from a lineage of exemplary leadership as the son of the late Shri Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji, the second Prime Minister of India. Shri Anil Shastri graduated in economics from St. Stephen's College, University of Delhi, did an advanced management program from Astridge Management College, UK, and a general management program from the Administrative Staff College of India. He currently serves as the chairman of Board of Governors at LBSIM Indore, LBSIM Delhi, and is an active member of the Indian National Conference. I request Shri Anil Shastri Ji, Chairman, Board of Governors, LBSIM, to kindly address the audience. Please, sir.
The chief guest of today's seminar, Professor Sitaram, Chairman, All India Council for Technical Education, and of course our guest from Malaysia, Dr. Razli, and our director, Dr. Praveen Gupta, Tanzim, Dr. Tanzim, and Dr. Sanjit Arora, all faculty members, distinguished guests who are present here, and dear students. It gives me great pleasure in being here with you all this morning for the third international conference on resilience for sustainability. Very apt topic, and I'm sure the deliberations in the course of the day will be of great benefit to all those who are attending this particular conference. I'm also very happy to know that about 100 papers have been submitted, which is of course a large number and much better and a much greater improvement than in the past years. And of course, I would only suggest to Dr. Praveen Gupta that instead of having one research conference, we should plan to have at least 2 or 3 more, because this gives an opportunity, as we all know, to exchange views on various issues, on various research issues, and also at the same time, it gives an opportunity to the students, to the faculty, as to how to go about writing a research paper. Of course, you have excellent faculty, so you have the advantage, but then such research conferences add as an add-on. And I compliment Dr. Praveen Gupta and his team, their team, Dr. Sanjit Arora, Dr. Ranjim, Dr. Rekha Gupta, and all those who have been associated with this conference. All the best and my compliments and congratulations for this excellent program. And then, of course, also Kanal Sood, the Chief Administrative Officer, for having redesigned this beautiful auditorium, which was built, of course, in 2010. And as you know, the building was inaugurated by the then president. And at that time, she had commented that the auditorium is beautiful. But I would say that today, with the efforts of Dr. Praveen Gupta's team, this is better than what it was in the past. And of course, the library, I would definitely want and would request Professor Sitaram to go around the campus. You'll have to give little time, and you see our library. And the library, of course, they say is one of the best in the NCR. And in fact, we have an IM professor coming from Lucknow who says that the library here perhaps is better than any management IM also. And he said the best library that he's seen is in Kozhikode, IM Kozhikode, and IIT Mumbai. So we definitely are amongst the top 5. Our library is among the top 5 in the country, one of the best 5 libraries. And I'm sure you should be proud of the fact that you study in this institute, which has one of the best libraries in the country. I was, of course, I won't talk on research. That's not my subject also. I've never done research. But then, of course, I have been analyzing various topics, and off and on I do speak on them. But what I would, and then there are other people who will be speaking. I was talking to Professor Sitaram, and I, in fact, complimented him. I said, I'm not trying to flatter you that you are our chief guest, but the working in AICT has greatly improved and hugely improved. And there's hardly any need for any one of us, any management institute, particularly I'm talking of our institute, where one has to come in contact with the officials and deal with, that red tapeism. Everything is online, and even the extension of approval application on the portal appeared this year in November. Earlier it used to come in the month of March, April, and by the time the extension approval would come, we would already have started the academic session. So this year, Mr. Professor Sitaram said that we did it in November. So, and I think about 3,000 have already, this is what he told me, approval has already been given. And our approval also should be coming in maybe a few days. It explained and so beautifully that it got little delayed because we have asked for additional 30 seats in PGDM. And because of that, it is taking little time, but that also will come. So my compliments, Sitaramji, and your stewardship has really done wonders in AICT. And this is not what I am saying. Most of the management institutes directors that I have met and talked, and to the chairman of the board governors of other institutes, have also mentioned about the excellent working of AICTE. It's very, very well streamlined, and there is no problem that the institutes are facing. There are, of course, little hiccups, but that, that is with every system that is evolved and that is designed and that is functioning. It is, there is no function which doesn't have hiccups and don't have problems. So any organization would have these kinds of little problems, which, of course, I'm sure with your leadership and stewardship, they will also be done away with, and it will further improve. Uh, Finally, what I like to say is that particularly I'm addressing the students who are present here in large number, that India is changing and changing very fast. It's a different thing altogether. It was not what it used to be earlier. Uh, the accessibility to various regions, areas, any part of the world is much faster than what used to be. Earlier, maybe in our time, of course, it was at a tortoise pace. But now it is so fast because of the internet and people hardly read newspapers. Everything is available on net, internet, and you get all information. Whether it was recently the stampede in Mahakumbh in Prayagraj, and I think within an hour's time of the stampede, we got to know, at least I got to know, I started getting calls from Prayagraj, and I told them I already know about it. So how do you know? I said, on the mobile. So what you've got to remember is that you have to got to keep pace with the moving time. And India is going, it's grown, and it's the largest, third largest economy in the world, likely to be, and it's the largest populated country in the world. So you have to keep pace. If you want to succeed in life, if you want to succeed in your career, it is imperative that you have to keep pace with the time that is moving very, very fast for us. I am proud of the fact, and so I'm sure all of you would be, that we are born in a country, which is known Bharatvarsh, and this country, why we are proud of, why I'm proud of, is because of the fact that it has here great people like Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Maulana Azad, Swami Vivekanand, and for that matter Lal Bahadur Shastri were born. और ये हमारे लिए गर्व की बात है कि जिस देश में ऐसे महापुरुषों ने जन्म लिया, उस धरती पर हमारा भी जन्म हुआ है, और इसका हमें हमेशा गर्व होना चाहिए. We should always be proud of this fact. I remember that I'm sure you've heard of the name of Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the President of the United States of America who was assassinated. He was elected in 1860. And then John Kennedy in 1960, he was elected in 1960. And they were very great presidents, Abraham Lincoln. And I have traveled all over. I have been fortunate to have traveled at least 52 countries, more than 52 countries. Last year, and of course before that I also went to America. Last year I was in America for almost about a month, giving talk at various places, whether it was Stanford in San Francisco, or whether it was in Los Angeles or in New Jersey or New York. And I was wondering that there are a few statues of Abraham Lincoln and maybe one or two statues of John Kennedy. But then I have traveled, as I said, 52 countries. I did not come across a statue of Abraham Lincoln or John F. Kennedy in any other country in the world. But, I was surprised to see the statue of Mahatma Gandhi in New York, in Washington, D.C. I saw his statue in Tokyo. I saw his statue in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. I saw his statue in Singapore. I have seen his statue in so many countries. And I've seen it in Moscow. And that, made me think that this was a man who's been respected all across the world. और कहीं पे भी इस तरह का मैंने देखा नहीं कि जिस देश में महात्मा गांधी का जन्म हुआ, उस देश का इतना सम्मान, इतनी इज्जत, so much of respect for India, and so much of respect for Indians. And even Pakistan also. About 4 years ago, I went to Pakistan, and I was treated like a celebrity. Nobody knew that I was Lal Bahadur Shastri's son. Nobody knew that, I was what I am. But just because, first of all, at the Wagah border, the collector says, "Aap Bharat se aaye?" मैंने कहा, हाँ, आप हमारे साथ चाय पीजिए. And you know how the collectors treat foreigners here at the Palam airport. It's not the same. And then, of course, my wife also was there. We would go and have lunch somewhere, food somewhere, they would not take money, heavy discounts on clothes, and not me, but that prompted my wife to shop as much as possible because she was getting 50% discount all over because she was an Indian woman. So ये हमारे लिए, this is a matter of pride for all of us that we are born in a country which is respected now, all across the world. The Indians are respected all across the world. Abbottabad can never happen in India, what happened in Pakistan. Indians cannot be ill-treated like they were being treated, let's say about 30 or 40 years ago. So things have changed, and as I said in the beginning, that you've got to keep pace. As far as the research conference show concerned, I'm pretty sure that you will greatly benefit and you will enjoy also, because if 100 papers are submitted and some of these presentations are going to take place during the course of the day, they are definitely will be very, very interesting. I would also like to join in for a while, and thank you very much for being here, particularly Dr. Sitaram and Dr. Rajli for being here. He's come all the way from Indonesia, which has a population, he told me, of 35 million, which is little more than what the population of Delhi is. And I have also had the proud privilege of being your country, and Kuala Lumpur and Langkawi, and I do look forward to being there again. And we are very happy that you are here. And is this your first visit to India? First visit? Okay, that's great. Have you been to Taj Mahal? Oh, that's great. Okay, thank you, Sitaramji, for being here with us this morning. And let me also see how humble and modest he is. Inviting him, Dr. Praveen Gupta said that we would like to have the chairman of AICTE. He's never been here. So I thought that I'll take an appointment and go and meet him and personally invite him. But then I had a second thought. I said, well, chairman of AICTE for management institutes is a big man. He's a big man. So I thought, let me, I don't know whether I'll be entertained there or not, so I wrote a letter to him. And Professor Sitaram is here on just a letter received from the chairman of LBSIM. That's all. I mean, I did not need to go there personally and meet him. I just wrote a letter, and I got a letter back from him after a few days that I'll be happy to be coming for this international conference. And this shows your humility and your modesty and, of course, your generosity for gracing this occasion. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for those inspiring words. It was a real privilege to listen to your insights and viewpoints. It is an honor to welcome Professor T.G. Sitaram, All India Council for Technical Education since December 2022. Professor Sitaram is the senior professor and the council member at Indian Institute of Science. He has served as the director and chairman Board of Governors of Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, Assam. Professor Sitaram also served as the Director and Chairman Board of Governors at Central Institute of Technology, Assam, and Chairman Board of Management of Northeast Regional Institute of Science and Technology. Professor Sitaram obtained his PhD from University of Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. He was a research scientist at Universities of Texas at Austin, USA. He was holding KSIIDC Chair Professor in the area of Energy and Mechanical Sciences at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore for 3 years. He has also served as a visiting or honorary professors at many universities in countries such as Japan, Canada, USA, Hong Kong, Australia, and Republic of China. Professor Sitaram was the member of Science and Engineering Research Board, Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. He was the former chairman, Research Council at Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Central Building Research Institute, Roorkee. He was the chairman, Executive Council of Visvesvaraya Industrial and Technological Museum, Bangalore, and also the Governing Council member of National Council for Science Museums. Over the last 35 years, he has carried out research and development in the area of geotechnical and infrastructure engineering, seismic microzonation and soil dynamics, geotechnical earthquake engineering, and has developed innovative technologies in the area of earth sciences, leading to about 500 technical papers and 20 books. Professor Sitaram has guided 40 PhD students, 35 master students, 25 postdoctoral students, and several thousand industry professionals and teachers through continuing education workshops. He has filed for 5 patents, executed more than 120 consulting projects, and 2 startup companies to his credit. He was listed in the world's top 2% scientists for the most cited research scientists in various disciplines by Stanford University since 2020 until 2024. He was a part of an 8-member expert panel set up to supervise Ram Temple Foundation laying work for Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirth Kshetra at Ayodhya. Professor Sitaram is the editor-in-chief of Springer Transaction in Civil Environmental Engineering and a distinguished geotechnical engineer, honored with awards like Sri M. Visvasvarya Senior Scientist State Award 2023 and Indian Geotechnical Society Kuckelman Award 2015 for his lifetime contributions. He's a fellow of the Indian National Academy of Engineering, American Society of Civil Engineers, Institution of Civil Engineers UK, and has led key societies including Indian Society of Earthquake Technology and the International Society for Coastal Reservoir Research, Australia. Professor Sitaram is an active member of President's Forum of Southeast and South Asia and Taiwan University, member of many scientific committees in international societies of repute and many other associations and universities in India and abroad. We look forward to Professor Sitaram's valuable insights and expertise, which will undoubtedly inspire and elevate the discussions at this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming today's chief guest. Please.
सभी को नमस्कार. Good morning to everyone. Honorable Sri Anil Shastri Ji, Chairman, Board of Governors, LBSIM. Professor Praveen Gupta, Director, LBSIM. Dr. Razli Ramli, Faculty, Azman Hashim International Business School, University of Technology, Malaysia. Professor S. Arora and Dr. Tanzim Harshad, the coordinators of this conference. Professor Arup Mitra, distinguished faculty members, scholars, industry experts, delegates for this conference, both from the university in Malaysia as well as from several institutions here, esteemed guests, and dear students. It's a great pleasure to be here. As you know, Sri Bharat Ratna Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji is our second Prime Minister, served between 64 to 66. Not only that, he was a father of Green Revolution. That's the time India produced food completely self-sustaining for us. It's a very unique time because it's a very poor country, just got independence in 1947, and about within 20 years, we were able to become self-sufficient. More than that, today you might have heard Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji talks about Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Anusandhan, and Jai, there's one more term he uses today. But the first 2 terms, Jai Jawan and Jai Kisan, was given by the former President, the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji. That's a very unique quote. It's indeed a great honor to be here at the institute where the PG diploma program, which takes an approval from AICTE, where it has a name of our father of our green revolution. And I'm also very happy to be here on the day you're organizing the 3rd International Research Conference of 2025. And that too in collaboration with Sunway University, Malaysia. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the leadership of LBSIM for inviting me to this event, which has also brought together the distinguished scholars from Malaysia as well as India together. Friends, resilience for sustainability, which is the theme of this conference, and also looking at the management practices and strategies for the future, is an apt title. The importance of research in management practices and strategies for achieving sustainability and particularly contributing to Vikasit Bharat, which is all of our dream, which cannot be overstated. Research provides the foundations for evidence-based decision-making, innovation, and long-term planning, which are very critical to the sustainability or sustainable development of our nation. Friends, evidence-based decision-making is very, very important, particularly for the management students. The managers make informed decisions, ensuring that sustainability goals are aligned with the organizational and national developmental objectives. So it is actually the urgency is also there. Because we live in an era of rapid transformation, where industries, economies, and societies face unprecedented challenges such as climate change, technological disruptions, global economic shifts, and evolving workforce dynamics. In addition to that, we're also seeing a lot of wars between several countries. Sustainability is no longer an option, friends, but a necessity. And resilience is the key to navigating these uncertainties. So, who else better than the management professionals to address these issues in all areas? As we envision the future of our nation that is sustainable, inclusive, and innovative, institutions like LBSIM and all our institutions have to play a pivotal role in fostering research and education that drive positive change. Let me decipher two parts there. One is the research and education. Let's look at education first. As a nation, particularly I am talking about higher education. I come from the All India Council for Technical Education. For our visitors from Malaysia, this is a regulatory body set up to monitor the quality of technical and professional courses in the nation. Today, we have about 14,000 institutions under us. Majority of them are engineering, diploma, and PG diploma institutions across our nation. Those numbers are about 8,200 institutions. So this All India Council for Technical Education emphasizes on quality of technical education, how it is. So every year we give approvals to the institutions. So in those programs, what we are offering, basically we approve all the programs, whether it is a diploma program or a PG diploma program or MBA or engineering BTech programs. In all these, we are today having close to about 1 crore plus students. So let's look at India, how it has done in higher education. As we know, we got independence in 1947. Time, 1% of the outgoing school student, that is class 12, were only going to higher education. Only 1% of the students who passed the class 12 were going to higher education in 1947. You all know, Macaulay said, Indians are not good for higher education. Even though one time we were the established higher education institution in the world. Nalanda, Takshashila, I don't need to name all of them, all of you know, of the Indian knowledge system. But how did we grow from this 1% and today where we are and what is our future plan in higher education? That's the point of which I would like to put. In 2001, we reached 11% of our students coming to higher education. And today, in 2025, we are at 28.3% of our students which are going out of the school coming to higher education, which is a phenomenal increase. In 25 years, we grew by 18%. But the challenge is now, we have adopted National Education Policy 2020 as our policy, which is a phenomenal policy centered around growth of students. Its every activity is around students. And our own goal by 2035 is to reach 50% gross enrollment ratio. 50%. That means we want to grow in 10 years another 22%. So let's look at 4.3 crore children are there in higher education today. So we want to bring in another 4 crore children by another 10 years. Are the students are there? Are we able to create such universities and colleges? That's the big question we need to ask ourselves. Students are definitely there because we have reached gross enrollment ratio of 100% in school education already. Today we have in school education, class 1 to class 5, 100% GER. And totally in our entire school education from class 1 to class 12, we have about 26.5 crore children. That means there are a large number of students who would like to do further studies and come to higher education. Skilling, reskilling, upskilling is a big, big initiative. As you know, any developed nation, this GER in higher education is very critical. So if you know the countries, small countries like Israel, Korea, South Korea, has already reached 95% of their GER in higher education. Japan is somewhere around 65, America is around 75%. We are at 28.3. This is a big challenge for India. For all the academicians and students who are looking at it, you need to look at how do we put India into the next fold called to be a Vikasit Bharat. Vikasit Bharat is intricately linked to higher education, friends. So this number we need to grow. That means we need to create so many universities. Today we have 1,200 universities, 1,200 plus universities, 45,000 colleges for accommodating 4.3 crore, that is 43 million, so to accommodate 43 million students in higher education. So we want to reach this, another 4 crore, that means how many universities are required. But thanks to technology, and also thanks to COVID. During COVID, we actually graduated and leapfrogged in adopting technology in education. See, let me tell you a small story. When I was looking last year, National Teachers Award, so finally to Chairman AICTE, they brought and showed 50 teachers were from school education, another 50 from higher education. So anyway, our higher education people are very rigid, they didn't select all the 50 teachers. They only selected some 26 or 27 out of 50. But school education teachers were selected by Department of School Education. I watched their 3 minutes videos of everybody. It's amazing to see what our schools have transformed. All of you are here because of that school education, which is phenomenal and excellent in India. We need to first actually, look at that. That's a phenomenal. And who changed that? Majority of the teachers in school education are women. So the women of India has, whether it is in science, research, technology. See, even in ISRO, 30% of our scientists are women. I'm not seeing so much here, but in engineering today, 43% of my students are girls. And I'm happy to see at least this research conferences, coordinators, both of them are women. Congratulations to both of you. In the pursuit of resilience and sustainability, that is the theme of the conference, higher education institutions must go beyond conventional teaching. That is my second part I'm talk to you on research. The focus of research is very, very important, friends. It is not that what you do in your courses, mug up and write an exam, get 100 out of 100 is not the end of it. You need to take a step back and look at the research problems, what has been posed, are problems around you which affect society, and solve those problems. And that is what is called project-oriented learning, or experiential learning, or hands-on doing things and create the solutions for the problems. This can happen only when we integrate the curriculum along with the interdisciplinary research and promote industry academia interactions so that you can solve the problems which are there, where industry is focused on productization, products which are useful for the mankind. So this is what is important. Our focus has to be today to develop products. As you know, All India Council for Technical Education conducts the Smart India Hackathon every year. And this is happening from 2017. How many of you participated in SIH? You see, not, I think you, as the director, I think I request you, please allow them to participate in SIH, Smart India Hackathon, where it is not just the software edition, it's also hardware edition, and they can be making teams with interdisciplinary teams, come and solve a real world problem. Where are these problems are coming from in SIH? Problems are actually posed by the ministry. All ministries gives me a problem and also the prize money. Okay. Honorable Prime Minister interacts every year from 2017 without fail, every year with the teams at the end. Okay. 4 or 5 teams he will interact, asking questions, understanding what they have done, okay, and how it has changed the lives of the people. I would like to tell you through SIH, today, this year, 2024, we have touched close to about 300,000 students. 3 lakh students directly participate in problem solving. Okay? More than 51 ministries have given the problem statements. And these people sit 36 hours non-stop in a software edition and 5 days non-stop in a hardware edition where they produce products out of the end. So this is phenomenal, and this culture has created close to about 6,600 startups through AICTE approved institutions. And patents in the last 2 years alone, more than 3,000 patents have been filed by these students. And we also support those patent filing financially. So I urge and request you to look at some of these programs. I shared the document today with Sri Anil Shastri ji, so that you can see different schemes and participate. In addition to that, AICT also participate. Yours is maybe, I don't know, I have not seen the campus. Maybe I'll go around afterwards. We have also called on many institutions having more than 25 to 30 acres of land to participate in our net zero initiative in waste management, water management, energy management in the campuses. 100 universities have been identified aimed at carbon neutrality, which is the theme of your conference on sustainability. Okay? So to promote a mission of life, Mary Life, all of you know, and also we also campaign, every student should plant a tree. माँ का नाम पे पेड़ लगाना आपको. Okay, just you remember your mother and plant a tree and nurture the plant. So I think today the time has come. We need to change our lifestyles for environment, and this pursuit should happen through research and innovation. At AICTE, as I told you, AICTE was a regulator, became a regulator in '87. But today I'm very proud to tell you that we are becoming facilitators than a regulator. We want to facilitate the institutions, students, faculty. So we have programs for faculty training. We have FDPs continuously offered to advance the knowledge of our teachers. That is, we call basic FDPs, a 1-week program, advanced FDP, 2 weeks program, and leadership FDPs we also conduct. So this is happening, and what we have done so far in the last 3 years, more than 3 lakh teachers have been upgraded through these FDP programs. We have about 6.5 lakh teachers, 650,000 teachers in our engineering and management and professional courses. So the scale is mind-boggling in India, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are producing more than 1.5 million engineers every year. And it is not now today, it is actually happening from last 15 years. So because of this, as I told you, in 1980s, when large number of engineering colleges mushroomed in southern part of India, AICTE was empowered as a regulator. And it became a regulator in 1987. And first 5 chairmen of this regulatory body, first one was Narasimha Rao, because he was the cabinet minister for HRD at that time, Ministry of Human Resources and Development. First 5 chairmen of AICTE were the the cabinet ministers of the HRD. So I also tell you, sir, lighter vein. Don't take it seriously. 2 of them went on to become the Prime Minister of the nation. That is Narasimha Rao and VP Singh. So this is the legacy of the institution. And today I'm very proud to tell you that we are become a facilitators. We facilitate large number of programs for innovation, startups. I'm very proud to tell you, Institute Innovation Council. Do you have one? No. Every institute in our AICTE approved institution, this time you may not get the approval if you don't have the IIC created. Because we have linked maybe that is one of the reason you may not be able to download your EOA. Because we have said you have to create IIC and R&D lab. Please, when you ask whoever is looking after, this is a mandatory. If you don't announce, this is my research and development lab and this is the coordinator for R&D and this is my Institute Innovation Council, this is my committee of the institution and council. We are only asking very basic things now. If you don't get that, you cannot download your EOA, even though you fulfill everything. Okay? Maybe that may be the reason, please check that. We have made it mandatory, linking into the approval process, so that you develop a culture of research and innovation in our institutions. How important it is and what India has done in this, I would like to share. And why Vikasit Bharat is no more a dream, ladies and gentlemen, because look at not the physical infrastructure, which we have done phenomenally well in the last 20 years. Okay? Nothing to do with any party. I'm not talking about any party business. 20 years we have phenomenally done highways, railways, airports. Our airports are the best. Some of you may not know because you are very young. When I went to Canada in '87, I was feeling really scared even go through our airports and customs and immigration. Because it was such a pathetic one. Okay? But today you are very proud to walk out as an Indian. Shastriji talked about your Bharatiya. You are proud to see anywhere you go, anywhere in the world, your passport has a value today. It was not there 15 years back. Let me tell you, they were looking like all of you are thieves. This is the reality. But that change has not come easily. It has come because we are doing excellently well in research and innovation in the areas of space technology. Today we are number 3 in the world. Defense technologies. Today we are from an importing country to an exporting country. We are exporting our defense technology to 60 countries. And I was there in the foundation day of the Homi Bhabha Research Institute, HBNI. I was very proud to see what they have done. It is nothing about nuclear bomb, nothing about, we are a very peace-loving people of the world. What we have done there is using the technology of nuclear science, the cancer treatment, or increasing the life of our grains, agricultural products is mind-boggling. Friends, this research is completely indigenous. Why I'm telling you is these three areas, defense, space, had an embargo for last 45 years from across the world on India. So whatever, even including a bolt and a nut, has been produced by them only within the scientists. So, and today, public digital infrastructure creation, all of you might be knowing, world is mesmerized. I will tell you one small story to emphasize how public digital infrastructure is created. When I was the director at IIT Guwahati, one of my friends visited just soon after COVID. It is sometime in early 21 or maybe end of 20 after the COVID break was there. He visited us. He's an Indian, but living in America as an American citizen. He was a professor there and he visited IIT Guwahati. And one evening we were sitting, he explained to me about the vaccinations, how it was done in America. He was very proud, saying, see, I got 3 vaccinations. And he was proudly carrying the printout of those colored, because till that time, everywhere you have to show your vaccination certificates. Color printout in his pocket and opened it and very proudly saying, I was smilingly looking at him, opened my smartphone, I opened my DigiLocker and showed him all the 3 vaccinations in my DigiLocker because I was a front-end COVID warrior at IIT Guwahati as the director. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is all of you have experienced. You have downloaded vaccination certification through WhatsApp even in a fraction of a minute. But look at how many vaccinations. What is the kind of digital infrastructure you require? Imagine 140 crore people having almost 2.5, not 3, vaccination per person. So that means more than 300 crore vaccination, and you are able to download all those certificates in a fraction of a minute. That's the power of digital infrastructure we have created. And not only created, we have also donated the vaccines. See, one is the vaccine production itself is amazing, what India has done. In a fast and very quick turnaround time, we are able to give our own production Bharat vaccination and give it to a large number of countries. 85 countries we have received our vaccines from the world. So all these are not happened overnight. This is a lot of focus on research and innovation in the nation. Today we are the 3rd largest startup capital of the world with 140,000 startups and more than 125 unicorns, and many of the unicorns are very prospering and bringing a lot of money from even abroad. 25% of the flow of $450 billion is coming from these unicorns working within India. Okay? So this number is going to go increase because we have made that is why we have made mandatory of the institution, innovation councils and R&D labs at every institutions. So I urge the director of LBSIM also to create one, identify a space where identify a couple of faculty who can actually enthuse students to do, and lot of programs and funding is available through AICT for such kind of activities. We share the poverty with everybody. So friends, this conference with its diverse participation from countries, I heard 100 odd papers have come in from different countries. So this will be an exchange of knowledge and experience across our geographies. That is where the India is going to look for. In global south, our technologies, what we have developed using the digital public infrastructure. See, whether it is our toll collection system itself brought a lot of transparency, lot of money flowing back to so that we can keep on constructing our highways. These are all would not have happened because the projects would end if there is no money. So because of this toll collection, technology-driven toll collection system, the money is going back to the projects. Otherwise, many pilferages, as you all know. So as we move forward, let us remind ourselves that sustainability is not a choice. It is a responsibility. Our resilience is in the face of adversity the world is facing, will define the kind of future we build for the next generations. So I congratulate the Institute for organizing such a meaningful conference, and I hope in real sense all of you should take this and start solving the problems of the mankind. So I look forward for an insightful, I hope you will have insightful deliberations in the days to come and throughout this conference, and also witness the transformational impact of the ideas which you are sharing with each other. Because it's a time of collaboration. All of us need to work collaboratively to solve the problems. So even in SIH, I wanted to tell you, we are making it mandatory that a 6-member team should be there and one of them have to be a woman member. You can have a women teams, but because women brings a different aspects to the research and innovation. So that is what we have to see, and we need to see more and more the innovation projects in our nation to make Vikasit Bharat, and which is not going to be a dream anymore. We have 25 years, and that is where the young people have to take growth and create their own startups, create jobs than seeking jobs. So on employability, AICTE has 2 portals. If you please look at AICTE portal on Career Portal. AICTE Career Portal offers 7 lakh companies on the portal. So you can find, this is beyond your placement, okay? So even if you have got a placement here, if you want a better one, you can apply there and try, okay? Another one is our internship portal. We have made it mandatory internship now, okay? Our internship portal has 75,000 companies, okay? And total today we have 2 crore children because we have expanded beyond engineering, beyond humanities. So all these 2-3 portals, you please watch out, look for, there will be a very useful product there. Particularly our career portal is not just about finding a job and then connecting you to industry. It is about creating your own resume, discussing with the groups, even mundane questions you can ask on the community there, wherein you can find solutions, easier solutions to that. So all these technological disruptions, what we have done, AICTE as a facilitator, and brought focus on research and innovation in all our engineering and technological institutions. So that's why I've just looked at from 1987 when AICTE was formed, how many engineers and management students we have graduated. It's more than 30 million. 30 million. That is why you will find an Indian engineer in every company in the world. You walk out to any country, that means we can confidently tell, even though we have a lot of doubts about our institutions, we have delivered engineering and management education to the whole world. Watch out, if you become 50% gross enrollment ratio by 2035, our engineers are all omnipresent in every nation in the world. So that's a proud moment for India, where you are a talent, because a lot of talent is there in our rural part of India. An opportunity given, all of them are hungry to perform and success. And that is what we are seeing today. All our technology companies, CEO, CFO, CXO, all in America, Europe, all Indians only. Okay, you can see that happening. So this is not just IITs. Please understand, IIT numbers are very few. Only 15,000 students are getting admitted in 23 IITs. AICTE approved institutions, we have 1.5 million. That means 1% of engineering graduates are only from IITs and IISc. They are not the one who are contributing. I will tell actually in a later vein, 50% of my IIT graduates go to UPSC, become IAS officers. Another 25% goes to America, and American government thanks them. Okay? They become citizens there. Another 25%, I have to tell you in a lighter vein, again take it lightly, they will become monks. Look at the 25, the top monks are all from IIT graduates. With these few words, thank you very much. Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Sir, thank you so much for presenting and sharing such thought-provoking perspectives on the subject. It was truly a pleasure to hear your thoughts and opinions. I am confident that the audience has gained valuable insights from what you have shared. We are delighted to welcome Dr. Razli Ramli as the guest of honor at today's conference. He is the ex-director of Sharia and Business Advisory Bank, Negara, Malaysia. With over 30 years of experience in banking and finance and 25 years specializing in Islamic finance, He currently serves as a Sharia Committee member for Bank Simpanan National and Hong Leong Islamic Bank. In November 2024, he was appointed chairman of the Sharia panel for Mercy Malaysia. Dr. Razli is also an independent non-executive director at Wasia Family Office Private Limited and holds academic positions as lecturer at Azman Hashim International Business School, University Technology, Malaysia. He has contributed significantly to the field of finance. Dr. Razli has co-authored numerous books and journal articles on practical Islamic finance and contributes regularly as a columnist for thegangnews.com, a leading business news portal. He holds professional memberships with the Malaysian Institute of Management, the Institute of Corporate Directors, Malaysia, and is a certified Sharia practitioner. Dr. Razli earned his Bachelor's of Economics from Flinders University, South Australia, and his doctorate in management from University Utara, Malaysia. His extensive experience, contributions to the field, and leadership in advancing Islamic finance makes him an invaluable presence at this event, and we look forward to insights he will share with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly join me in welcoming today's guest of honor, Dr. Razli Ramli. Please, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Honorable Mr. Anil Shastri, Professor Sitaram, I like your speech just now. A lot of information I can bring back to Malaysia. Prof. Praveen, Dr. Arora, fellow lecturers, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Now, the conference today, the theme basically on resilience for sustainability. Because I'm coming from a financial industry, I'm going to focus my speech today on financial areas, okay? I'm going to read my text. If I do not read my text, I'm going to be more than 1 hour. So I'm going to limit my speech to this particular topic. Yeah? The topic that I'm going to share with you today is on building a sustainable future, the role of value-based intermediation in transforming finance. This is a case study from Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to be here together with all of you today in New Delhi. This is the first time I came to India, you know, the country that in my diary I must come because it's famous in cricket. Again, cricket. Nah? I don't like cricket, I love it. All right, so I would like to introduce a groundbreaking innovation from the Malaysian banking sector, what they call it as value-based intermediation, a short form of VBI. VBI. Value-based intermediation, or VBI, is a framework in Islamic banking, particularly in Malaysia, that focuses on promoting ethical, sustainable, and inclusive financial practices, aiming to create positive social, economic, and environmental impacts while adhering to the Sharia principle. Sharia is what? What is Sharia? Islamic law. We learned yesterday. VBI is an initiative led by the Association of Islamic Banking and Financial Institutions Malaysia. IBIM is an institution for financial institutions and supported by the Central Bank of Malaysia. And in today's world, ladies and gentlemen, where ethical values and sustainability are becoming more important, VBI has emerged as a key approach within Islamic banking. It redefines the role of Islamic financial institutions by focusing not just for offering Sharia-compliant products, but also creating a positive impacts for the economy, society, and the environment. VBI encourages financial institutions to align their operations, transactions, with the principles that contribute to a broader societal benefits, making them a force for good beyond traditional financial services. This innovation is truly a transformative step in Islamic banking, and I am very excited to share it with all of you today. Value-based intimidation, VBI, ladies and gentlemen, the framework is built around the 3P approach. 3P approach: people, planet, and profit. Remember, the bank is a business entity. They want profit as well, right? It's not a charitable body. This approach was chosen because it balances three key elements: supporting the people, protecting the planet, and of course, ensuring the profitability. VBI shows that financial success and social responsibility can go hand in hand. It focuses on promoting inclusivity, helping the underserved communities, and contributing to sustainable development, all of which are core values, particularly in Islamic finance. Since the VBI introduction in Malaysia, it has seen a remarkable process from January 2017 to December 2023. Islamic banks in Malaysia has channeled about ringgit Malaysia 649 billion, which is equivalent to around 12.4 billion rupees in rupees, through this VBI initiative. In 2023 alone, ringgit Malaysia 216 billion, in Indian rupee 4.1 billion, was directed into this VBI-driven project, benefiting around 8 million accounts in the financial institution. This growth highlights how VBI is making a meaningful difference in the financial sector and driving positive change. Ladies and gentlemen, despite of progress made, there are still challenges. We cannot run away from challenges, such as misconceptions and inconsistent understanding within the industry. However, Malaysian banks have actively addressed these misconceptions and inconsistencies by launching education and awareness campaign through organizations like LBSIM, the association, providing clear and accessible information to the public about Islamic finance product. Okay? They have simplified the language used in this product to help people understand that Islamic finance is not only for Muslims, but also offer ethical, sustainable solutions for everybody. Okay? Additionally, the support from the Central Bank of Malaysia, these efforts by setting clear regulatory frameworks and providing training for financial professionals to ensure VBI principles are consistently applied across the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, the VBI framework reflects a strong commitment of Islamic financial institutions in Malaysia to achieve the core objective of Sharia. We learned yesterday, right? The core objective of Sharia, which focus on preserving and promoting human dignity, justice, and the well-being of all people, regardless whether they are Muslim or non-Muslim. The main objective of VBI is to bring happiness and benefit to all humanity. Under this Maqasid Sharia, whatever harm you, you cannot do. Whatever good for you, you can do. Basically, that is what we call it as objective of Sharia. By emphasizing the exclusivity, sustainability, and social economic fairness, VBI goes beyond rather than just following the rule of Sharia. It ensures that financial activities contribute to the overall betterment of individuals, communities, and the environment, aiming for the well-being for everyone. In line, ladies and gentlemen, in line with the global focus on environment, societal, and social and governance (ESG) principle, VBI connect faith-based value with universal ethical and sustainable practices. These combinations help position Islamic banks as a leader in creating a more responsible and impactful financial system. For example, I learned that banks in India have already begun to integrate ESG factors into their operation, focusing on green financing and supporting social initiatives that benefit the underserved community. A good example that I learned of a bank in India that strongly support the ESG principle is YES Bank. You know what Yes Bank? Yes. Yes Bank, yes. Okay. Yes Bank has been a key player in my research in integrating ESG factor into its business operation. The bank has committed a sustainable finance by funding renewable energy projects, promoting energy efficiency, and supporting initiatives that contribute to social development, such as affordable housing and healthcare. The bank publishes comprehensive ESG disclosures. I think you should have one. In line with the requirement of the Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI, SEBI's Business Responsibility and Sustainability Reporting, short form BRSR. These disclosures highlight Yes Bank's commitment to sustainability, social responsibility, and transparent governance. The bank has also financed renewable energy projects, promoted energy efficiency, and supported social initiatives such as affordable housing and healthcare. By following these practices, Yes Bank demonstrates its leadership in fostering a responsible and sustainable financial ecosystem in India. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we look into the future in Malaysia, the success of this VBI, value-based intermediation, depends on the continued collaboration between who? Between the regulators, industry players, and all stakeholders. This collective effort will ensure that finance becomes a powerful tool for positive change, promoting a future that is inclusive, sustainable, and rooted in justice and shared prosperity. The journey of this VBI is still ongoing in Malaysia, but its progress so far shows what can be achieved when purpose drives growth. Finally, at least finally, I'm within the time, 10 minutes. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, on a lighter note, I also hope that, India, financial institutions, for example, will fully support and succeed in this area, sustainability. Just like how India continues to shine in cricket, again, cricket. As a big cricket fan myself, I always admire Sunil Gavaskar from the 80s, one of my greatest cricketers that I fondly remember. I don't like cricket. I love it. I wish all of you a very happy and successful conference. May we continue to work together to make the world greener, and may the people living in it be happy, loving, and caring for each other. Thank you so much. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi.
Thank you, sir, for delivering such insightful perspectives on the topic. It was a real privilege to listen to your insights and viewpoints. I am certain that the audience has greatly benefited from the knowledge and ideas that you have presented.
Now, I request our Honorable Chairman, Shri Anil Shastriji, to kindly felicitate our chief guest for today, Professor T.J. Sitaram, with a memento as a token of our gratitude.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request Professor Praveen Gupta to kindly felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Razli Ramli, with a memento as a token of our gratitude.
Thank you. Now, I would like to request Dr. Swaranjit Arora, Conference Convener and Faculty, LBSIM, Delhi, to present the vote of thanks for the inaugural session.
Respected Chief Guest, esteemed speakers, distinguished guests, faculty members, research scholars, admin staff, and dear students. It is truly an honor and privilege for me to propose the vote of thanks at the inaugural session of International Research Conference on the theme Resilience for Sustainability, Management Practices and Strategies for the Future. On behalf of Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, Delhi, I extend my deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Professor T.G. Sitaram, Chairman AICTE, for taking the time to be with us today and delivering an inspiring inaugural address. Sir, your words have set the stage for engaging discussions and meaningful deliberations. A special note of appreciation to Shri Anil Shastriji, our respected chairman, for his unwavering support and guidance. Sir, your leadership has been instrumental in providing us with the platform to organize such impactful events. I also extend my sincere thanks to Dr. Praveen Gupta, Director LBSIM, for his encouragement, vision, and continuous support in making this conference a reality. Your motivation has truly inspired us to take this initiative forward. We are deeply grateful to Dr. Razli Ramli, ex-director of the Sharia and Business Advisory, Bank Niagara, Malaysia, for his insightful keynote address. Your perspectives on resilience and sustainability have enriched today's discussions. A heartfelt appreciation to our mentors, Dr. Rekha Gupta, Professor C.P. Gupta, Dr. Samant Shantpriya, Coordinator International Relations Cell, and co-convener of the conference, Dr. Tanzeem, for their invaluable guidance, support, and encouragement to make this event successful. Our sincere gratitude goes to all our esteemed international and national delegates, research scholars, and faculty members for their participation and valuable contributions. The overwhelming response with over 100 research papers submitted highlights the significance of the conference theme. A very special thank to our CAO and administrative staff of LBSIM for their behind-the-scenes support and seamless coordination. Your efforts have ensured the smooth organization of this event. I would also like to extend my deep appreciation to student organizing team whose dedication and hard work have played a crucial role to make this event successful. Lastly, I express my gratitude to all attendees, academicians, researchers, and students for being part of this event. Your participation and engagement will make this conference meaningful and impactful. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. I request all the dignitaries to please come forward for a group photograph. I request all the dignitaries to please proceed for high tea. We humbly request others to remain seated until the dignitaries leave the hall.